Self-driving cars. Who's at fault in a car wreck? So my name's Eric Stevenson, and I, along with my partner Chris Klotz, are personal injury lawyers in Pensacola, Florida. And so join me today as we talk through driverless cars and what the changing landscape may look like in the law regarding that issue.
You will have noticed, as you've watched our lawyer blogs, that all of our other blogs are one lawyer question and answer. This question we thought required two attorneys because nobody really knows that much yet about it. It is something that is cutting edge, but it is gonna come to Florida in the next 5 years or 10 years. It probably at the latest, probably sooner than that. It's already happening in some states out there. So Eric, what do you think? If somebody is riding along in a driverless car and it runs into Bob, what does Bob do?
You know, it's really interesting. You know, Florida does already have some laws in place to address some of these situations, and some of it has to do with who's the operator of a vehicle, who's the owner of the vehicle, and you know,
who is the operator of a driverless
right.
vehicle?
You know, the question is going to be: is it the person who starts the vehicle? Right. Well, that isn't necessarily the person who occupies the vehicle. You might put your 10-year-old kid in a car and you press start and program it to go over to grandma's house, and the kid's sitting in the car and can't do anything, and he gets to grandma's house. Who's the operator of that vehicle? The kid or the person who programmed it?
Or the company that manufactured the computer software that's running the car.
Right. Or, you know, they even say that cars, it may be in the not too distant future that you subscribe to cars. None of us will own cars. You pay a monthly subscription, and you know, you pay this much for a Yugo or that much for a Tesla, and it's programmed to show up at your house at 7 o'clock in the morning and get you to work by 7:30 in the morning, kind of like combining driverless cars with Uber. And they say nobody's going to need driveways or garages anymore, so now we can finally admit that those of us who don't actually use our garages to put our cars in don't have to feel guilty about it anymore.
We can actually finish it out into a man cave.
That's right.
That's a tough question. It might be the person who actually physically owns the car, which may not be any of the people who are riding in it. It might be the people who do the maintenance on the car, because even if you don't own it, somebody's going to have to do the maintenance on it. Did it have an accident because the wheel fell off? Sounds like a maintenance problem. Could it be the software company that's designed and operating the software that caused you to turn the wrong way down a one-way street? Is it the person who's sitting behind the wheel who maybe in some circumstances has an override ability, right? If you can override it. So the long and short of it is, this is a really, really fascinating area of the law that is developing as we speak. We're living in a really interesting, fascinating time with the technological changes that are happening with driving.
Yeah, we really are, and you know, it's going to combine some more products liability type of an approach, I think, to cases. And so you really want lawyers that have handled products liability cases, besides just lawyers who simply look at a case from a personal negligence standpoint. You know, it's going to require preserving evidence. That's going to be a lot more important, I think, than maybe just your average car wreck case.
Probably.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah. But we can tell you this. This is an area that is very much of interest to Eric and I. And we're going to do our best to be on the forefront of this technology and know what the right way and the wrong way is to do things. And we're going to stay on top of it. And by the time the issue is right, we're going to be very fluent in this. And we would love to talk to you if you have questions about this area of law or anything that's related to it. If there's been any type of accident involving a driverless car or a semi-automatic car. There are some cars right now that'll park for you. There's some cars that will actually do some driving on the highways for you. If you have any type of accident, issue, question like that, we'd love to talk to you about it. And we can be found at our phone number, 850-444-0000. Stevenson Klotz website is at
www.stevensonklotz.com. And you know, anytime you have a question about a case or an issue, we want to be considered your trusted legal advisors. Give us a call. We'd be happy to answer whatever question you might have.
Have a great day, and thanks for watching.
Thank you. Goodbye.